Interesting article came out this week, and I do a lot of different kind of reports on this channel. And this one, we've talked a lot about the price of food and, the fast food costs increasing and things like that. And it's been absolutely bonkers, right? The cost of the $20 Big Mac, which is now predicted to be headed our way by 2028. This is why restaurants like Chili's and like what would you call Chili's? Like fast. It's like better than fast food, but it's not a nice restaurant. Those restaurants are crushing it right now because people don't want to pay the outrageous prices. Well, now McDonald's customers are mind blown after seeing prices back from just 2009 on top of a brand new burger that McDonald's is releasing at an insane price. This new burger, they're trying to say, well, it's our approach is no longer to provide value. We're going to provide, insane, expensive new burgers. That's apparently what's going on. And we're going to get into that after a super quick word from this video's sponsor. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Motto Immortal. It's a dark fantasy RPG with card-based combat, roguelike dungeons, and resource management trials, and so much more. You can have a personality-driven conversation with the deities, as each one is also powered by an interactive AI system. Motto Immortal, where myths shuffle and fates mingle. There's absolutely so much to do in this game. It's an epic, spanning, mythic card game RPG. Its art style is incredible. The game presents its world through a distinct, dark, yet elegant art style, perfectly capturing its mythical and cult themes. It has diverse gameplay. Master a unique blend of strategic card collection, idle progression, and thrilling rogue elite challenges. There's AI deity interactions where you can engage in dynamic real-time conversations with AI-driven deities for personalized divination and guidance. There's mystical systems where you can delve into a unique world enriched with immersive tarot, divination, and cosmic constellation mechanics. There's a pantheon of deities where you collect and command a diverse roster of powerful gods and goddesses from Eastern and Western mythologies. There's a strategic journey where you embark on strategic missions to purify corrupted deities and liberate a world from consuming shadow. There's all sorts of amazing characters like Ares, Isis, Freya, and so many more. Download the game now using my link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen, and if you use my link, you'll obtain a starter pack worth $50, including a Zodiac Selector, Elysian Gems, and an upgrade mat selector. Embark on your mystical journey today. Download Motto Immortal now through my link. Assemble your pantheon of AI-driven deities and master strategic card battles. Forge your legend across celestial realms. Your divine adventure awaits. First, let's look at this article over on the Takeout. McDonald's prices have surged since just 2019 and the numbers are brutal. One of the biggest draws of fast food are the low prices. Well, let's actually go to this. McDonald's customers mind blown after seeing prices on 2009 menu when life was worth living. This was an article from yesterday. A blast from the past McDonald's menu is reminding customers just how cheap fast food used to be. A resurfaced menu from 2009 has gone viral because the prices are so starkly different to what Americans pay today. Take a kid's value meal. Back in 2009, we're not talking about 50 years ago, right? In 2009, a standard 6-piece nugget Happy Meal was $4.39. That included a drink, a side, and most importantly, a toy on top of that. That same meal today rings up at $7.19, a 48% increase. McDonald's has raised prices strictly in line with inflation, they say. That meal would, that meal would cost closer to $6.63. So they've raised it another dollar on top of that. The humble small fry. Let's just look at this chart. Happy Meal from $4.39 to $7.19. A small McFlurry from $2 to $4.30. The Big Mac from $3.89 to $5.79. A small fry went from $1 to $2.50. It's absolutely crazy. You used to see extra value meals. A Big Mac was $5.89 as a value meal. That came with a large fry and a large soda for $5. That's over $10 now. everywhere. And what's wild is I had this, this new burger that they released. McDonald's makes big changes to prevent the $20 Big Mac. Like, what? You should have been making big changes to prevent the $10 Big Mac. Are we even on the same planet? Many consumers have seen the outlier picture of people paying $20 or more for McDonald's value meal. That's spread on social media and rarely have any context. And McDonald's in a remote location, for example, may have higher operating costs. There's just sweeping for them. That did not make it any less shocking last year at Bradley International Airport in Connecticut when my son told me the $20 I gave him was not even enough for a 10-piece McNugget meal. The airport was charging over double what the same meal cost at our local McDonald's. Well, if you eat at the airport, you're going to get raked over the coals. That's part of it. But it's still what they're charging and apparently what they're getting, Currently, the closest McDonald's to our house, a 10-piece chicken McNugget value meal is $8. That's a limited time promo. The meal normally sells for $10, making the airport's price far beyond a reasonable location-based markup. Well, still $10 for a 10-piece McNugget meal is crazy. It's crazy. I wanted to find this. I thought it was on Forbes. I guess I don't have it. McDonald's new burger Forbes. I thought I had. I thought there was a new, it was like a double Big Mac and it was like super expensive. I thought I had this article. Let me see if I still have it saved somewhere because it's actually crazy. No, I guess not. I didn't have it. They have some maybe if I just do McDonald's new burger. Yeah, here we go. New McDonald's burger coming to the U.S. after its big debut abroad. I think it was like a double Big Mac. You have 4 2-ounce patties on 3 slices of meat. Now, how much does it cost? The Big Arch. How much is it? How much is it? You're not telling me how much it is. Oh, they need a new burger. The beef and Big Macs has shrunk. Well, that's the other thing that people aren't talking about is Big Macs are, crazy. The quality meat, although although you can get some good deals at McDonald's, like where I live, their breakfast is still reasonably priced, but they say, we recognize that we're in an environment where the consumer is being price discriminating. And again, that's not something that just low income. I think all consumers are looking for good value and good affordability. Okay, sure. Now they're pushing back. McDonald's USA president shared a customer saying, I can tell you it frustrates and worries me. Many of our franchises, when I hear about an $18 Big Mac being sold, even if it was only one location out of 13,700. Well, how much were all the other ones, right? The thing is, if we look at this, let's just look at this article here, which just came out, right? McDonald's has raised prices the most among all major fast food chains in the last 5 years. Data shows its average menu cost 100% more between 2014 and 2024, with much of that acceleration happening because they could rob us all during the lockdown. Specific hikes like the McChicken sandwich jumped from $1 to $3, over 200%. Popeyes comes in second for price escalations over recent period. The chain's menu items rose 86% on average from 2014 to 2024, but focused on data from 2019 onwards. Highlights even sharper jumps, as its 4-piece chicken dinner climbing from $7 to $13.79, a 97% increase. Taco Bell with a 132% increase. I mean, it's absolutely bonkers. When you have inflation of 3%, how do you, 54% inflation from 2021 to 2023. Well, how can you then justify a 200 or 300% or 100 to 200% increase in the cost? It's absolutely bonkers. It's bonkers how expensive this crap has gotten, and it's just not stopping. I wanted to see this. I thought they had, McDonald's new expensive burger. They had some new burger that they were rolling out that was crazy expensive. And it's crazy to me that we can't get fast food at reasonable prices. And again, that doesn't factor in all the crazy. Here, McDonald's introduced the Big Arch, a new premium burger designed to be, quote, more satiating than current menu items, featuring 2 quarter-pound patties, 3 slices of cheese, and a new tangy sauce. Currently testing, the available is $10 Canadian or $7.50. Is $7.50 a fair price for a double quarter pounder? I guess $7.50 would probably help if it came with fries and a burger. You know, the big reason that you have a lot of this is the insane minimum wage hikes, where, you know, states like California are forcing fast food restaurants to pay $25 an hour to people. You know, the Big Arch, yeah, here's the massive price increases and massive new burger. This is Cloudfish TV. Shout out to their coverage. They're talking about, you know, adds a bigger Mac and a menu. They're betting on value, not price. So instead of trying to offer us lower prices, they're trying to add more meat to the burgers, which I guess is okay. But this is still a major, major problem. Like, people can't get, you know, affordable fast food on the run, and this hurts the middle class the most. But people are pivoting. You know, remember the dollar menu? That used to be something that was amazing, you know? But, you know, people are pivoting. McDonald's, despite being the largest fast food in the chain of America by sales, was absent from the top spots. Because people, you know, McDonald's suffers nationwide snub. See which ones are most popular in your state. You know, so you go to Wisconsin, Culver's, Jimmy John's in Minnesota, Little Caesars, we go to Florida, Pollo Tropical? Wow, I never even heard of that. Whataburger, Sonic, Jack in the Box out on the east. McDonald's isn't even on any of these. Subway, Five Guys, Shake Shack. I'd like to see more, not Shake Shack, but what's the one that's using the real tallow now? I think their burgers are good. Is that Shake Shack? Jimmy John's in the Midwest. Culver's holding on in Wisconsin. Little Skeezers in Minnesota. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. But I suppose that's value. I suppose you can still get a large pizza pretty affordably from Little Skeezers. But yeah, fast food prices continue to increase. They continue to be less affordable. You know, I guess McDonald's pivoting away and saying, hey, we're going to give you more patties, but we're going to charge you more. That's probably the smart decision. I'd like to see Steak and Shake or Shake Shack. No, Steak and Shake is the one with the tallow. The only Steak and Shake that I know of is like an hour away, and every time I drive by it, I love their burgers. I love their fries. The only one I know of is in Gurnee, Illinois. That's the closest one to me. But yeah, fast food's not in a great place at all.